boy Patrick Michael Strange. I got my pals Lewis Bailey, KPR Gaming, NRW Games, and of course, Not Quite Accurate Cosplays, Bizarre, my man Giano. How y'all guys doing?
Doing all right, man. I'm glad work's over.
Yeah?
I'm so glad.
Did you tell your boss to eat a dick?
No, I didn't tell him to eat a dick. But he gave me some good news finally. So hopefully my direct deposit starts working.
There we go.
There we go.
It's going to be paid.
But we're done with work. We're ready for magic.
Yes.
I heard you got some magic tricks for us.
Got some magic tricks, but I won't unzip my pants for that. I'll save it for later. I got something else.
It's a great disappearing act.
Oh, shit. So that's why you go to the Gentleman's Club.
There you go. All right, I got War of the Spark. I'm not a big Magic the Gathering player, but I've been told this is a new game that they have dropping, and I know there's Magic the Gathering players that watch us, so let's watch this and give our opinion whether they want it or not on whether they should pick it up. You ready to do this?
Yep.
Let's do this.
All right.
All right. Blood and gore, fantasy violence.
God, I hope so.
Huh.
I like her face.
I will say that the cinematic quality is
Pretty sweet.
pretty sweet.
Well, they use the same engine for that League uses, but the gameplay.
I'll fill in something about this later on.
Okay.
I just want to know why everything's going in reverse.
It's kind of got that zombie game that did the same thing with the hotel that was really popular way back in the day.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
can't think of the name, though.
Yeah, it was amazing fucking trailer. I'll just put it back.
You needed that, right?
Thanks.
It's like the ultimate competition.
What is this?
I tried so hard and got so
Link
far.
Yup.
In the end,
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't
Still in that,
even matter.
Let's read
I
this
had
song.
to fall to lose it all. But in the end,
I wonder how
it
much that
doesn't even matter.
That's like that function. I always kind of wonder about that.
Yeah.
What they got paid to do predictions or how they work that out.
Very right.
That girl looks so stoned for some reason. I don't know why. I know that badass nickel bora.
I don't think it matters for
It doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in
Flame
the
on.
end, it doesn't even matter.
Sometimes. Okay, all those dudes.
Oh, he survived. He didn't die. He didn't die.
Yeah, no,
All he got. Oh, get it back. She got that up. She got snapped.
But it worked.
Yeah,
The jalapenos.
All right. April 27th.
That's my birthday weekend.
Yeah, very soon.
Holy crap, there's a lot going on this weekend.
All right.
Okay. So
War of the Spark.
should I start things off?
Kick it off,
Hit it.
because I know nothing of Magic the Gathering.
Okay, so this is not a video game. This is...
Oh.
So this trailer has to do with the current storyline that's going on in Magic the Gathering, where it's been... this has been spanning for, I think, something like 10 sets.
Oh, it's the card game.
Yeah, this is based on the card game.
Those card
and
games.
it has
fucking-
an
feel like we should
immense
coach you before
storyline.
this.
That right now in this story, the dragon that you see there, Nicol Bolas, he's
Okay.
trying to gather all of the Planeswalker's powers in order to turn into the ultimate god and being of all planes and to rule over everything.
Okay.
To kind of try to tell about the whole past history, we'd be here for like 8 hours, and I'm not going to do that.
So I got a bunch of Endgame coming up.
But this is the big set release that's coming out this weekend. So I know they're going to be having all your card shops are going to be throwing this out there. Everyone's going to be playing Magic the Gathering. This is the big new thing. Any sort of the cons, I'm pretty sure Awesome Con's going to have Magic the Gathering there. They're going to be doing War of the Spark tournaments. So this is just the new set and the current storyline, and the biggest storyline of, is Nicobalas going to succeed in this crazy plan that he's been doing, which is almost Thanos-like. It's that epic. Or are all the Planeswalkers going to come together to stop Nicobalas at the peak of his success?
So because I'm a complete noob, I know it's a card game.
Yep.
I'm getting this one right. But they did have video games, didn't they? Did Magic the Gathering have a couple video games?
They sort of. None of the games were ever just straight up called Magic the Gathering, if I recall correctly, except for maybe on the regular Nintendo.
They do have one on PC, which is literally, it's called Magic the Gathering Arena. Mm-hmm. It is basically Magic the Gathering, the card game.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you play online people,
and they had that for PlayStation, I want to say, a long time ago as well.
They had one for PlayStation that was
but
like that.
With that, Wizards of the Coast, who is the ones who own Magic the Gathering, have made video games such as Neverwinter, which is free to play on PlayStation Plus, by the way, or play on PlayStation Network, which I've played. It has a lot of the elements from there, incorporates some of the iconography and some of the mythos behind Magic the Gathering, but it's also its own kind of separate thing. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm getting that confused with D&D, which is very possible because they all own the same shit.
Okay.
But now I don't know how far back you go with Magic.
I had one glass. So my question. So there's the game, but this is the card game.
Yeah.
So you have to have the base game, and this is this a completely new game, or is this an expansion set? Because I know they have like expansion sets. Like you have to have the core game, and in order to play other shit,
you don't even have to have the core game. You just have to
shit.
build your deck.
Yeah, so basically the core game is Magic the Gathering. They come out with new sets of cards every month.
Okay.
And that new set carries on the storyline. So you can go into a store, say, hey, I want a Planeswalker deck or a pre-made deck. Yep. That deck contains everything that you need to play the game to start off with.
Okay.
And it gives you all the rules and everything, so you have a pre-made deck.
Gotcha. Which is usually a minimum, remind me if I'm correct, minimum 75 cards.
Actually, I believe it is either 60 or 75, around that range. If you're playing tournament style, I think it's a 40 card deck. But I've only done tournaments like very mildly. When I was growing up, I started before Ice Age. Mm-hmm. That's how far back I go back, all the way to there. And I still have decks from Ice Age, Portal, and some of the old tournament decks. So it's just been evolving and expanding, going on that way. The primary rules have stayed the same over, I think it's been at least 20 years. They've just added new kinks, new things to do, planeswalkers or a new element. And different ways of playing are all brand new. But if you wanted to pick up a deck, it's like $15 to $17. Boom, you get a full deck, you're ready to play right out the gate.
Yep. And it also depends on which color you want to go with and what style you want to go with as well.
Yep.
Like I was going to say with him, my first experience to Magic the Gathering was back in '93. So as I was saying, when it comes to the decks, you can have your own deck built, different colors, different styles, different gameplay, but then you actually have to start to learn it. Now, for me, my first experience Magic the Gathering was back in '93 when I was in California visiting my father, and his roommate played. And so he got me into it. And then my father declared that Magic the Gathering was a product of the devil and set his deck on fire.
He set your cards on fire?
He set his roommate's deck of cards on fire, claiming it was a product of the devil. And then his roommate punched him in the face and moved out that night. And as he was leaving, I asked him, I was like, because I didn't know. I was like 7 or 8 years old. I was like, why are you so upset? It's just cards. He's like, you don't understand. I have one of the only copies of the first edition of the Black Lotus. This is when the year it was released.
Yeah.
That card is worth what? 18, 19?
It is worth quite
I think nowadays.
Quite
for first edition.
And
my father set it on fire. He didn't care. That was my first leap into Magic the Gathering, and why I was like, I need to understand why this nerd stuff means so much. And here I am now.
So when I went to PAX South this year,
Wow.
our friend's son, we bought a whole bunch of boosters that we won out of our tournament. He got 3 cards that literally altogether net worth $500.
Yep. So I mean, it's a collector's game. There are people who are analytic about everything they do. They're very anal retentive about it. I personally, in all the years I did play it, I didn't realize there was a storyline. I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea. I just thought it was a new theming going on there, but there have been books. Their website, Magic the Gathering, has all the lore contained to this story. And I mean, you click on one chapter and it's a good short story of at least 60 pages worth of just, that's what happened in this whole thing. Okay, how many more chapters? Oh, fuck, 26. Oh my God. But, I mean, it's good writing. It's a good story. It's just a time investment to really get to learn what the story's about.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I never got into it, nor like World of Warcraft, all of that stuff. I was, actually, to be honest, I was busy at that time period chasing women. I was in the military. I was out chasing women, man. Just clubbing and doing all that.
Just remember that there are some people out there who would rather chase cards than women. Yeah. And that's kind of the sad state.
Or anime girls. Yeah.
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 But anyway. All right. So I'm going to disqualify myself for our normal reacts where we give the thumbs up, thumbs down because I'm not a card gamer. So I'm going to really have you guys do it. You're going to fist the Magic the Gathering War of the Spark. Y'all ready to do it?
Yep.
Sure.
Let's fist it in a 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up for Lewis to the side. White to the side.
I've been out of it for years.
Yeah.
I haven't picked up a deck since 2011. So I would have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
And
your deck isn't ready?
My deck is I don't even have a deck. The deck is still on the shelf somewhere. So I have to go find it there and then consider it. Then get my ass kicked.
I love the Planeswalker set decks. I'm not a huge collector or like wanting to build my own decks. I suck at it.
Yeah. But
I love pre-gen decks. And I love seeing all the different types of Planeswalkers. So I still kind of keep up with all the new sets. So World of Spark, I'm going to have to buy some of those Planeswalker decks.
Okay. Just
to see what's in them, what's new, and keep everything fresh.
All right. In the comments below, tell me how much of a noob I am, and or if you want to teach me, because actually I would be interested to play a game. I would like to learn. Maybe sometime, Lewis, you can teach me.
Yeah, I got a couple decks.
All right. Because I don't have a deck.
Just remember.
You have a big deck.
Just remember.
But I don't have no deck.
Just remember, always untap your mana.
Well, you have a deck, but it's just made out of wood.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments below. The NRW.
Peace. Thistle.
And eat a dick.
Eat a dick.
Eat a dick. Hey, here's an outtake for all you fuckers. Thank you for joining the show. We hate you. Just kidding. Subscribe down below. Eat a dick.
Eat a dick. You guys ready? Here you go, Rob.
That was so beautiful.
Rolling. Sound, speed, action. Eat a dick.